can't remember what it's called. Is it called Road Rage? That's it's female empowerment based video. The song's about, from what I gathered, you have to help me with it. But it seems to me that the females are being harassed and they have to build up this kind of strength to deal with the crap that's still going on in women's worlds today. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell me more about that then, what that song is about, because there's some beautiful characters in there. When you watch the video, like I want to call the one lady, like just to say hi.
Deborah Wilson from MADtv, that's like the main one in it with the shaved head and the tattoos.
Yes.
She's like my guardian angel. She actually, when I was kind of at that precipice of accepting that my life had gone, she was a major role in that. So I just love bringing her in for anything that she wants to be a part of, because she's incredible. But she's one of the main reasons that I'm here today. She definitely saved me. So, but Road Rage, man, we just kind of we wrote it during I'd say like the height of the Me Too movement, where we were kind of just discussing everything that we had been going through individually. And when there was a tweet, actually, it sounds silly, but there was a tweet that I laughed at and then realized, oh my God, this could actually impact me. It said, "What would your life look like if men had a curfew?" And I was like, oh, that's funny. But then I was like, wow, actually,
wait, it would be very, very different.
It would be very different to not feel afraid to walk down the street.
Yeah.
I think as women, you almost forget how much your safety is in jeopardy on a regular, like the amount of things that we have to check for walking to your car, going on a road trip, checking into like every aspect, you have that in mind. I think that it's not just women. I mean, as a queer couple, that relates to us a lot, like being harassed down the street, making sure you're in a safe environment, that just like you're doing with the website, and letting people know that they have a safe haven, because that's incredibly, it's something that we all have to be concerned about.
I mean, like, even from like the bad cat calls to like the more, we're in a couple cat calls of like, we're kissing out in public and it's like, oh, can I join you girls? Like,
all the time.
Like, there's just a level of like disrespect that people deal with, but also there's a level of harassment and unfortunately assault that like you can't toss. What I've noticed is, especially when we were asked, like reaching out to all these women to be a part of this music video, was everyone has a story of some sort of, assault or harassment, if not like the extreme to like the just everyday stuff, which shouldn't be everyday anyways. And like I was sexually assaulted when I was still living in Tucson, and that kind of like had a huge impact on my life, one that I didn't really realize until years afterwards, when like I just started having like all this like random like PTSD from it, and like would wake up and not be able to breathe, like would be like intimate with my girlfriend and then feel like I was just really, really like weird flashes. And luckily through art, like I was able to like, write something, make a like little short film, like kind of tell my story a bit. And then that was such a relief for me, like putting, and a catharsis, like you were saying about the Sorry music video and stuff. Like, and so for us, like, we didn't want to put ourselves in this music video. Towards the end, Anti was like, you got to at least introduce it then, because like you're too new not to be at all in your music videos. No one knows you. And we're like, okay, we'll jump in there. But we really wanted it to, we really made a point to make sure that when we were handing out the song and asking like these women to videotape themselves, that we didn't give them any notes. It's just like, listen to the song, interpret it as you may. And
everybody's brought such a different performance and energy to the table. These like 21 women all gave their interpretation of what this feels like for them, and it was so powerful. It was such an amazing experience.
And from Road Rage, as soon as we were done recording like the main vocal tracks in the studio, we were walking over to our car. I had like my drum set and stuff, and she had her guitars, and there's a group of guys around a truck, and you couldn't have like written this. We just recorded this song. We're walking to our car, and they're like, hey, drummer girl, come play me some music. And it's like, we just wrote a song about you. Like,
You specific.
like you.
Oh my God, that is so funny. I think it's interesting, and maybe you've thought about this before, but gay men will relate very well to this exact same issue.
Absolutely.
100%.
Because they have the same thought processes of walking down a street and being safe, and the harassment, and it has long time, you know, it's always been that way. And it's obviously, hopefully getting better in many cities and places with education and people like you bringing this stuff out to the forefront, not letting it die down and pretend it doesn't exist. And I love that about this kind of music, that there is those connections and that we need to keep doing this.